I'm not going to let parents come into
the bill.
schools and actually take books out and make their own decisions.
You vetoed it.
So, yeah, I
you
stopped the bill that I don't think parents should be telling schools what they should teach.
Ouch. Man, I wonder how many nights Terry McAuliffe has woken up and wanted that line back. Joining me now, Kira Davis. Of course, she has a podcast. She's an author. Kira, exactly how much stuff are you doing now? I feel like every time you come on, there's a new thing on your resume.
It's so funny you say that because my son always says that about me. He was saying, a friend asked him the other day what your mom was up to, and he told her, and she was like, every time I ask about your mom, she's doing something different. I guess I'm just an explorer at heart.
All right, well, Kira, Terry McAuliffe, obviously it's fun to pick on him, but he's not alone. A lot of these filthy commies in this country have been very honest recently on camera about how they feel like they have a right to your kids, and I can teach your kids this, and parents should sit down and shut up. And I love when these people talk this way because parents are waking up.
Yeah, absolutely. I like to tell this story. I know I've told it to you before, but what really got me going was during the pandemic, that 2020 school year when we were arguing about going back to Zoom school in the fall. My husband and I were at dinner, and I was eavesdropping on a conversation between two teachers at the table next to me. And the young woman said, I don't mind teaching Zoom school, but I really am not comfortable with the idea of parents watching me teach because you know how parents can get. I don't think parents should know what I'm teaching in the classroom. And that was like a light bulb moment for me. I just realized this woman, and she seemed nice enough, is not on my side. And she's thinking about her comfort in the classroom, but her job is to teach. So I think there are a lot of parents like me who are realizing, you know what? The public school system is really not on our side, and they're not viewing us as partners. I don't care how many times my school board president opens the meeting by telling me I'm her partner as a parent. We know they're not.
Why aren't they, Kira? I don't understand why the school wouldn't want my help and want my knowledge of what's going on in the classroom. That's very confusing. Why?
Because to you, your child is an asset, the most precious thing in the world to you. But to them, your child is a dollar sign. And that is the downside of public school. And that is something that the Marxist infiltration of our education system has sort of twisted the idea that if we make something run by the government, that money's no longer going to be involved, and it's the opposite. Then it's all about money. I don't know how it is where you live, Jesse, but where I live, if my kids miss an hour of school, a day of school, that school calls me multiple times a day to make sure that I report my child out with a valid excuse, because if her butt is not in that seat, they don't get the money. They don't care if she's sick. They don't care where she is. Let me tell you something that happened at a school board meeting the other day, really quick. We were asking for a parental notification policy. It didn't pass, but a mom showed up from another district. Her child had been secretly transitioned at school during high school. Now that child's a young adult. And she told me afterwards, she said, you know what, Kira, all those people who kept that a secret from me, saying that I was dangerous to my daughter, the second she graduated, we didn't hear one thing from any of them. They disappeared from her life. Who's there for your child at the end of the day? You are. When your child graduates school, all these people will forget about them.